Good afternoon. I'm Meredith McDonough alongside Stuart Moore. We come to you live from the Space Coast in Titusville with some breaking news from NASA. They have now launched the Artemis 1 scrub that is scrubbed today, the Mission 1.
That's right, 2 hours and 28 minutes, and now the countdown clock is frozen because they have scrubbed today's launch over a hydrogen leak issue. Let's head over to West 2, Scott Heidler, our space expert. And Scott, what's the latest you're hearing from NASA?
Yeah, Charlie Blackwell-Thompson, the launch director, just officially called that scrub. It's something we've been tracking since 7 o'clock this morning. You know, probably in the last maybe 20, 30 minutes, engineers came through with a recommendation of a no-go. They said it no-go for launch. Then that went to the launch director. She discussed it with her colleagues. And then we just heard within the last minute that has been officially scrubbed, the second attempt for the Artemis 1 SLS launch. Now, what happened earlier in the day that led us to where we are now? And that is that there was a hydrogen leak that was first discovered again about 7 o'clock. They went through 3 different fixes, the launch engineers. The first one was to allow, it actually is where the fuel, the liquid hydrogen, comes out from the source and into the rocket. It's called a quick release. There was a hydrogen leak detected there. So their first tactic was to warm that up to see if the seal would sit. In other words, that it would seal completely, preventing that leak from happening. That didn't work. So then what they tried to do is pump other gases inside that umbilical area to pressurize it to see if that would cause the seal to set. That didn't work. And then plan C was actually a return to plan A. They again cooled it, they again allowed it to warm up. Because remember, these fuels that go into this main core section of the rocket are very, very cold. Liquid hydrogen, minus 400 degrees. So you're dealing with very volatile fuel, yes, but also it's very, very super cool. So you have to deal with those big temperature fluctuations, and that's where this leak was. So they kind of worked through that third time. They said it's not going to work. That's when they made this recommendation to the launch director. One thing to remember, you know, when you're working with hydrogen, we've talked to a couple of former launch managers as well as other engineers. Hydrogen is difficult to work with. It is a small, small molecule. That means it can leak very easily. We've seen this during the shuttle program, seen it in other rocket launches too, so it's a very difficult fuel to work with. And when you look at today, you know that within that orange core section of the rocket, of the SLS rocket, the hydrogen section on the bottom is the biggest, and then the liquid oxygen on the top. Liquid oxygen was going in fine today. In fact, they filled it 100%. The nitrogen side only got up to 10% because of this leak. So it got to the point where maybe they thought they could continue doing these fixes to try to stop the leak, but it got down to the point, most likely, we'll hear more details coming out later, but most likely it got to that point they had to scrub, because even if they had another hour to fix the leak, they were going to miss the 2-hour window that opened at 2:17. So now the scrub is official, coming from the launch director. Where do we go from here? We know we have 2 windows, one on Monday, one on Tuesday. What needs to be worked into just what time and how that's all going to work out is how quickly they can replenish the commodities, as they call it at NASA. Essentially, that is making sure that the fuel is pre-positioned back out on the launch pad. You just had all that liquid oxygen going completely full, not all the hydrogen. So that needs to be evaluated. They need to know how much more they need to bring out to the pad, how long that's going to take, is there enough at the source. It's pre-positioned, but it's going to at least take 48 hours for that to replenish. That puts us in that Monday possibility. But again, we'll hear those details going through. You know, when we had the scrub on Monday, it was an issue that they hadn't really completely worked through, so they weren't certain when they'd be able to get back and do another attempt. This sounds like if it is a leak issue, they need to get in there and figure out where exactly it is and what they can do to plug it out.
And Scott, while this is disappointing, this is also a multi-billion-dollar mission, so it's important to get it right.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when you look at, we've been talking to former astronauts, former launch managers over the last several weeks, and they will always say, kind of open the conversation about disappointment over scrubs, delays. They're like, it happens in every program of NASA, particularly when you're talking about the first mission. This is the first time this complex, very complex machine is all working together. You know, we saw the first time on Monday, and then now this is the second attempt. You know, so it's a very complex machine. So many things can possibly go wrong. when you look at what we're looking at now, or the situation now with the hydrogen leak, this is something that's happened frequently because, again, as I was describing, it's a very difficult material to work with. I say material because it goes in as liquid nitrogen, but then once it's inside, some of it escapes as gas, and that's called the venting, and then they have to top it up. But again, you're talking about a very volatile, a very difficult material to use, so that's why we're seeing this particular one. But yes, scrubs, they happen for a myriad of reasons. Weather is a big one. There's some statistics that have been thrown out. It's like, 1 in 3 launches end in a scrub, and half of those scrubs are because of weather. Well, weather wasn't the issue today. It was, again, a technical issue like we saw on Monday's scrub. But, working forward, again, we'll hear the details. They'll do a complete look through. They have all these different camera angles they can and sensors, so they can go through all this data and figure out exactly where this is, hopefully within that next window before the launch window opens on Monday. So they can go through and see, okay, what is the fix? But again, it's really tough with these hydrogen leaks.